What is up, everybody, and welcome to Everything's Plastic. Today we're going to be taking a look at a SH Figuarts, and this is the Dragon Ball Z Piccolo. Now, this is a older figure. This one is actually from 2009. My buddy knows that I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. He had this one in his collection, asked me if I want to take a look at it. Me being me, had to jump at the opportunity. I don't actually have this one in my collection. I'm just getting into SH Figuarts, and I love new and old figures on this channel. So we'll start by getting a closer look at packaging. So we have the image of Piccolo here, just kind of going around. And on the back here, we have two images of the Piccolo figure. We see that he has his cape and his turban and all that stuff. Looks fantastic. All kinds of writing and symbols on the back, which I don't know what it says because it's in Japanese, Chinese, whatever the case may be. It says it's made in China, so I'm assuming Chinese. If I am wrong, I apologize. We have an image of Piccolo on this side, SH Figuarts Piccolo there, and just your barcode and all that good stuff on the bottom. So other than that, everybody, nothing else to show you guys with packaging. We'll be right back with Piccolo outside of the package to get a closer look. Alright, everybody, we are back, and we have the SH Figuarts Piccolo outside of the package. And like I previously mentioned, this is from 2009. There has been different versions. I think this is version 1.0. I may be wrong. I am very, very new to this line. Only started collecting these over the past 6 months, and like I previously mentioned, this is my buddy Brandon's. He knows we're just getting into Dragon Ball, and we are big fans so far, so I figured that I would enjoy reviewing this one and taking a closer look at it. So this is not how he comes in the package. He actually comes with his arms on, and he comes in with this head. But I really, really like the overall appearance, and I was taking some pictures and shorts and stuff like that. Figured I'd get the arms out of the way because sometimes these are quite difficult to get on. That being said, let's get down to the review and get a closer look at accessories. So for heads, he comes with 3 heads in total. He comes with this not impressed look on his face, which is kind of cool. Typical Piccolo expression. And then we have his growling or grimacing face, his angry face, which I really, really like as well. And you can kind of move his antennas around as well, which is a pretty cool feature. And then we have this part of his cape, the front part, which he put the shorter part on for is when his arms are crossed, and then when his arms are not crossed, you can put this on. Covers more of his chest. And we have his arms, which, like I said, it comes with the crossed arms, but yeah. Either way, extra parts, we'll take a look at it. It's right in front of me anyways. And for hands, he has these grabbing hands, or open hands, whatever you want to call it. And he has one of these as well. Either way, nails are painted on these two, and the nails are actually painted very, very nicely. And we have this hand, these open hands. The finger is really, really messed up on this one. It is soft, and you can kind of move it back into place. So I'd say, yeah, a little bit of heat and pop it in cold water once you get it where you wanted to get it, and hands will be fine. And this little antenna keeps falling off. It's making me quite nervous. Hopefully I don't lose it. I don't want to give it back to Brandon and have parts of his figure missing. Alright, let's get a closer look at Piccolo. And like I previously mentioned, I put the cape on him now because I got to do articulation and all that stuff. And I was taking some pictures, so I just kind of wanted to get this look out of the way at first. But yeah, the cape fits nice. I love the crossed arms, and he has his turban or his headdress, whatever you want to call it, on. And yeah, he's not looking too impressed, man. Your typical Piccolo stare. But I really, really like the fitment of the cape. It is a hard, stiff piece of plastic, but it fits nicely. When he's stationary, it looks good. I like the overall appearance of that. And then you can kind of have him floating or levitating in the air, and it kind of looks wicked as well. So really, really like that. So I'm going to take the cape off now and give you guys a closer look at the figure. This just comes off nice and easy, and like I previously mentioned, this little part pops off. You get 2 little pegs there, and you have one of these long type pegs here, and this just pops in like so. Get a closer look at how it goes on. But yeah, once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. So let's pop on this head. I'm always nervous with SH Figuarts, especially if it's somebody else's figure. Alright, so we have the other head on. Looks pretty good. The arms and all that stuff is painted nicely. The 3 faces are painted nicely as well. This sash is a red piece of plastic, so No real paint on that. And then we get down to his boots, and we have some shading onto his boots, which is pretty cool. All that's painted nice and nice and clean, nice and even. I like it. So no defects in the plastic at all with this one. Yeah, I think Bandai did a good job on this one. So now I'm going to pop out his other arms, and like I previously mentioned, they just kind of pop off. Usually pop off a little bit easier. It always makes me nervous. I did a review on one of Brandon's older SH Figuarts Vegetas in full Saiyan armor, and I was super nervous doing that one as well. That was actually the very first SH Figuarts I reviewed and had in my hands. So since then I've gotten a little bit more comfortable. Alright, so now we have his regular arms on. Now this one is a bit loose. Brandon gave me a warning that this one has gotten pretty loose over the years. So loose, in fact, that it's kind of hard to handle. Some of these get really, really loose. My son has a couple as well. He has a Goku, and his shoulders super loose, and this one's super loose around the waist, and one of the arms is super loose as well. But yeah, so that pretty much wraps up a closer look, guys. We'll quickly go over articulation. This head goes down this far, back this far. Very limited range of motion going back and forth. It does go side to side, full rotation all the way around. You get most of the articulation from the neck. Wow, this guy's squeaky. So that goes back this far, forward this far. You do go side to side as well. For his shoulders, there's a butterfly joint there, and there's a drop down joint as well. So it goes up this far. You get a full rotation at the base. Like I said, there's a butterfly joint, so that goes back and forth. You have a cut above the bicep that you get a full rotation out of that. You have double jointed pinless elbows, which you get a decent range of motion out of that. Nice clean looking joints. I'll give them credit for that. There's a little ratchet joint there that goes back this far, forward this far, and all the way around. We have a ball joint at his waist, which you can see there is pretty loose. Goes to the side this far, back this far, forward this far. And for his legs go to a complete split. There's drop down joints there too, if you guys are unfamiliar with SH Figuarts. Goes forward this far, back this far. We have single jointed knees, which you get a decent range of motion out of. I think so anyways. I mean, how many figures can do this, right? So you can't really complain there. SH Figuarts have come a long way since 2009. But that being said, for the age, I don't think this one's that bad. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite version of Piccolo? So I think that pretty much covers articulation. Oh, for his ankles, it goes back this far, forward this far, side to side. I think it's just on a peg. Yeah, there's no ratchet joint, just on a little peg here, which is not too bad. So yeah, pretty decent articulation. The only downside, like I said, is that this one is super loose, but older figure. I mean, this figure is what, 14 or 15 years old, so I can't really complain about a figure being loose. Alright, we'll do a side-by-side comparison to the Dragon Stars Piccolo. We can see that these are pretty much the same height. Maybe the SH Figuarts is a tad bit taller, but the Dragon Stars is a lot brighter. Obviously, this one is a lot newer. I like both. Obviously, if you had a choice between the SH Figuarts and the Dragon Stars, I'd go with the SH Figuarts just for the bunch of accessories and obviously better articulation. But yeah, both look good in my opinion. So like I previously mentioned, we got the bigger piece of the cape on here. Make sure that's in the place, and then we'll put this on. Super nervous. Alright, there we have it. We have his arms on this time, and we have his cape on. He's got the angry look on his face. Like I previously mentioned, you can just have this turban on too, or a head covering, headdress, whatever you want to call it. Not sure what the Namekians call it, but but yeah, you guys get a rough idea of how he looks. And overall, I think this one looks fantastic, man. If I had to rate this one out of 10, based on the age, like I said, it's a 2009 figure. It's 2024, if you guys don't know what year it is. Long time. We're talking about 14 or 15 years since this guy has been released, and I think he holds up pretty well. Like I said, loose joints, but SH Figuarts are like that anyways, which kind of unfortunate, but there's ways around it. There's ways to fix it. So out of 10, I am going to give this guy a 8.5 out of 10. I love all the accessories. Gives you tons of options. Comes with 5 extra hands. Comes with a set of folded arms. Comes with 3 heads and 2 options for the cape. The overall paint application on this one's fantastic. Articulation is fantastic. These little antennae are a pain in the butt. The other head's quite fine. This head is fine. The antennas doesn't follow this head at all. This one here on the other side, this one keeps falling out all the time, and quite frustrating. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10 is going to wrap it up for me, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of our score of 8.5 out of 10. Which version of the SH Figuarts Piccolo is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below as well. What do you think of this figure? What do you think of our review? And what do you think of our score of 8.5 out of 10? If you guys had to rate this one out of 10, what would you give it? And do you guys recommend me picking this one up? I'm going back trying to track down all the other SH Figuarts. Even the older ones, I know probably the newer ones are better. Let me know which version of this one is the best one, so I can look for that one first and maybe try to track down some of the older ones later. Some of the older ones are quite expensive, very expensive, and difficult to find for the right price. I mean, you can find anything if you want to pay for it, but yeah. If you liked the review, guys, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. If you want to support the channel, we do have a channel membership available. We do have a Patreon. We do have a merch store and all that good stuff. The links for that is in the description below. As always, my friends, we hope you enjoyed this review, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Keep collecting. Stay safe. Go buy some toys.